Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Kent Wu, Head of Access Network Planning and Quality, Optus.
Thank you, and a very good afternoon to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cisco live event and Optus Innovation Talk on the 5G. Who knows, who can tell us what happens last week in the mobile and wireless industry? The biggest event? Yes, MWC, that's right, Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. And the theme for this year for Mobile World Congress was on 5G. 5G is here today, and that's my topic of the presentation. 5G is here. 12 months ago, on this very stage, Optus Networks MD, Dennis Wong, delivered a speech, 5G coming. And 11 months ago, Australia hosted the Commonwealth Games 2018 in Gold Coast. During that Games, Optus, being the major sponsor for the Commonwealth Games, showcased the 5G network and a whole range of use applications across the enterprise and consumer-related segments. It gathered a huge crowd and high interest from the various sectors. And today, we are here to look at how 5G is really going to enable and enhance many of our business and deliver the use case and the potentials. First, let's take a look at 11 months ago, how we brought 5G to life through this video. This is really an exciting moment. We are making the 5G HD video call. Well, 5G really accelerates, isn't it? It even plays two videos in one go. It actually was one video for the next segment, but anyway, you have seen the two videos. Now, the second video was really for the Commonwealth Games. What are the use applications that we brought to life? I hope through this video, you feel the excitement surrounding the 5G technology and what it enables. 5G is really here now, today, and Australia is leading the world on that. Just recent research from the consultancy company Arthur D. Little. The report shows that Australia ranks number 3, or top 3 in the world, in the 5G country leadership index. So what are we waiting for? We should collaborate together and really realize and release the full potential of 5G and deliver that business to our customers and to our business. Right now, Optus is investing in the 5G technology, and we are rolling out the 5G network. We are implementing the modernization and upgrades through the network domains in various areas. We are modernizing our transport. We are enabling virtualization, service orchestration. We are building data centers and cloud data centers. And also, more importantly, we are building the 5G sites using the 3.5 gigahertz spectrum that we own. 5G is a game changer. It underpins the fourth industrial revolution. And to build that huge network and to deliver the superior capability of 5G, we will need to build sites and we need to expand our 5G network coverage. Now, we first launched the 5G services in Australia in January. And the FWA service, the fixed wireless access, is the first real-life example of how we deliver the fast speeds to our customers. By the end of March 2020, Optus will have 1,200 sites nationwide in various cities and regions, transmitting the 5G signal. January 2019, World Economic Forum held its annual meeting. And in that meeting, World Economic Forum claimed that 5G is not just a hype, it's not just a buzzword, it's real. It's going to transform the way we live, the way we work. And it will deliver huge economic benefits and change the mankind. So why is 5G so transformative? It has 4 important attributes. It delivers the high bandwidth, the low latency, which are the requirement for massive technological advancements. The high speed and the bandwidth will be able to enable and deliver HD content more seamlessly and efficiently. A typical HD video or movie is about 3 to 4 gigabytes, and it will take 8 to 10 minutes to transfer over the 4G networks today. However, in 5G, with the high bandwidth and the speed, it only takes a couple of seconds. It's almost 10 times faster. 5G will also give you the low latency, which will enable the real-time applications. Today on 4G, the latency range is about 20 to 50 milliseconds. It's very fast, but it's still not good enough to deliver that kind of instantaneous response. And 5G will bring down that latency to 1 to 5 milliseconds. And the third attribute is the massive connectivity. We are aiming to connect thousands, if not millions, of devices per square kilometer. And of course, 5G also brings you the high availability and reliability, which is required for high precision-based operations. 5G will help society to evolve, and by connecting the people, the space, and things. Enterprises and business are going to have endless opportunities. The industry sectors such as manufacturing, healthcare, agriculture, transport, etc., will all benefit from that. And in the short term, the high bandwidth and the high speed in 5G will give you the benefit of, for example, the video transmission, the HD content delivery. And in the midterm, the low latency and ultra reliable connections will enable the use cases such as the smart roads, the transport, the virtual tourism, the IoT, the VRs, etc. And in the longer term, with the advanced connectivity, the remote surgeries, etc., will become more and more common. The concepts of self-driving cars, automated machines, IoT, and virtual reality, etc., have been spoken about infinitum. And the full potentials of these use cases can only be delivered really by the power of 5G. B2B2C is going to be the model for delivering new use cases, such as connected cars, such as the virtual tourism. And it will have flow-through impacts in many industries. We will take a look at a few use cases a little bit later, and how this ecosystem of connected people, space, and things will deliver the benefits to organizations. Now, 5G has far-reaching economic benefits. It's global. In Australia, the Bureau of Communications and Arts Research have predicted that additional 2,000 Australian dollars can be added to the GDP per person in the first 10 years of the 5G rollout. In Europe, GSMA has predicted that, that the mobile ecosystem to GDP will increase from 3.3% to 4% by the year 2022. And it's all fueled by the 5G. And in the US, the key economic advisor to the president, he claimed that 5G will see the additional investment in the infrastructure to the scale of $275 billion US dollars. It creates 3 million new jobs, and it will add 1.2 trillion US dollars to the entire economy. However, all these benefits will depend on how well 5G take off and how we are using this technology. And it will potentially disrupt many industries and bring enormous benefits, but only to those organizations who are well prepared for it. And I will talk about how we prepare for it. 5G underpins many solutions in the Industry 4.0. It's a key pillar. It provides the wider access to the data infrastructure, the data analytics and the cloud. And it will provide the physical industries, the efficiencies, and the transformation that have never been seen before. For example, farming, manufacturing, all these physical industries have not been able to benefit the true digital transformation in the past few years, not as to the scale of the other industries like banking, airlines. That's because they rely very heavily on the machinery, on the tools, and on the complex systems to operate. 5G and Industry 4.0 solutions will help to bring the efficiencies and solutions to help these industries to manage the complex systems with the vast connectivity and the availability of the data. By combining the by combining the information technologies and the operations technologies together, then they will really create efficiencies and gives the potential to these physical industries. Now, you have already seen the video. I'm not going to play it again. This is actually the first consumer, or one of the first consumer use applications beyond the FWA. A smartphone, a 5G smartphone. A HD video call was made on this Oppo smartphone with AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. It connects to different, the people from the two different locations over the 5G networks. And by using that, it gives the HD quality video and also the possibility for you to share the physical environments. I was making this video call, I was doing the scribbling and texting on the phone screen itself, and my team members and counterparts in Singapore was actually looking at the phone screen instantaneously, and he intuitively see what I was referring to on the phone screen. In this case, I was drawing a circle around the mobile tower and the 5G antenna. So it creates that real-time collaboration for people located in the two different geographical locations. Now, more use cases in the connected consumer. For example, travel. A seamless travel experience can be delivered from the 5G. Your whole journey will go digital from the beginning to the end, from the time you leave home to the destination and back to home again. And imagine this, your journey, your itinerary can be personalized and can be self-adjusted with the intelligence that collected from the AI and the big data analytics. And it will also give you the possibility of real-time luggage tracking and putting the tags and sensors on the luggage and to tell you where exactly it is, and you will never need to worry about missing the luggage in the airport. And possibly, it will even bring you the automated vehicle and carry the luggage for you from point A to point B. So there are many potentials in the travel industry. Now, closely related to travel, it's transport. In this use case, you can see the revolutionized transport industry with the connected sensors and devices from vehicle to vehicle, from the vehicle to the infrastructure. And that will enable the route optimization for you to avoid congested roads, the crowded areas, and thus bring the efficiencies to the industries like logistics, transport, and freight and delivery. All these can be enabled through the low latency and higher density connections through the Optus 5G network. And it will have impacts in various sectors like government, transport and industry, logistics, security, insurance, etc. The third use case for consumers, retail. We already seen the online shopping trend is gaining the momentum over the years. And the retail will move towards the richer customer experience that promotes the brand loyalty in the very competitive environment today. In this sector, personalization is king, and 5G enables that personalization. Imagine the 3D printers creates a customized product and deliver using the drones to your doorstep. Imagine the personalized shopper experience that draw the crowd into the retail stores and giving you the new personalized products and suggestions based on your search history and based on your interest. And customers can even virtually try on clothes and shoes at home before you even go to the shopping malls. Similarly, you can even see and feel the decorations and furnitures in your house and try to lay it out and see whether it's suitable before you purchase them. And the next use case is going to be really big, e-health and medical. 5G will help to significantly improve the quality of life for patients, and it's going to improve the response time for the medical professionals. Today, many patients may be living in areas that they can't access to the advanced medical facilities and the specialists in real time. And with 5G, the distance is no longer going to be an issue. Remote diagnosis, assessments, and even remote treatments can be possible. With the wearable devices, the early warning signs can be sent in real time from patients to the medical care professionals 1,000 miles away. And this can help you to enable the preventive care and reduce the medical transport and the transfer costs. And of course, patients will be able to live longer and more comfortably. And these wearable devices can also provide the location assistance to patients suffering from Alzheimer and dementia. Now, sometimes words and numbers may not describe the best of the 5G technology and the capabilities. Last week in MWC, a real remote surgery was performed by using the 5G technology. In the auditorium, with thousands and hundreds of researchers and journalists witnessing that procedure. The surgeon, the specialist, was standing in the auditorium, directing and giving the advice and the guidance to the doctors and nurses 3 miles away in the hospital clinic Barcelona. They were operating on a cancer patient in that real environment. The specialist surgeon was standing on the stage, using the pen, drawing on the HD video screen, okay, showing the medical professionals over the other side what exactly are the cancer cells to be removed, and which are the areas are with the nerves and rich in the good tissues and cells that cannot be touched. Only 5G will provide you with this kind of secured bandwidth, uninterrupted network slice that gives you the possibility of a remote surgery to be performed. Now, do you know 143 million surgeries cannot be performed every year just because of the distance and the lack of such surgeons and such specialists in those areas. And with 5G, these 143 million surgeries can be performed in the future. The benefit to the economy and to the mankind will be huge. The smart healthcare will exceed the value of $230 billion by the year 2025. So you can see the huge potential that 5G is going to bring into the solutions of the e-healthcare. And next use case, we are taking a look at the business itself, how the employees will benefit from such technology. It will change the way how we work and how we learn and how we collaborate with each other. Just like what you see in the video just now, with the HD video call, AR, VR, and even in the medical surgery use case. It provides the VR and the AR experience for people to learn more efficiently. And sometimes this kind of simulation can even give you the benefit of avoiding the hazardous environments. For example, in the WHS policy and guidelines, right? You can have the induction using the simulated environment without exposing your employees in those dangerous or risky environments. And the classrooms for the schools will transform. It's no longer going to be a need for a physical classroom. The teachers can be in Melbourne, the students can be in Sydney. And that will give you enhanced learning experience and gives the assessment in real time. Now, beyond the consumers, of course, 5G is going to bring the benefit to enterprises and the other industries as well. For example, factories. It unlocks the extreme automation and zero-touch operational environments. Artificial intelligence and automated sensors will be able to help us to make real-time decisions. Automated mobility, for example, the forklifts, the drones, will be able to transport the materials and unfinished products from one plant to the other. And that gives us the flexibility to have a centralized monitoring room where the human resources are only needed to govern these fully automated factories remotely and only intervene when certain critical situations arise. The sensors provides the real-time information also to the workers to alert them if there is any hazardous situation happening. Now we are going on to help the farmers as well. As I mentioned previously, the farming industry, because of the heavy machineries being used, may not have benefited from the digitalization so much as of today. But 5G is going to change all these. Smart irrigations is going to be possible. Smart fertilization is going to be possible because all these sensors and devices are going to be installed on the ground to monitor crops and to monitor the land, whether it needs more water, whether it needs more fertilizers. Drones will be deployed to monitor crops from the air and take the image and transmit it to the centralized operations center. And that will help help the farmers to monitor the crop's growth and prevent, for example, the disasters and the insects to damage the crops. And real-time livestock tracking and guiding can be made possible as well. So with all these extreme automation, even in the farming industry, that will help us to replace some of the very labor-intensive and time-intensive activities with automation and thus deliver the efficiencies and the benefits to the farming industry. The last one is the security and monitoring. With the merging of the physical worlds, the artificial and the virtual worlds and the biological worlds, a lot of the devices and sensors are all connected. And security landscape is always in the front mind of every business. We need the secure connection. Cameras and advanced technologies in the video will help to provide better surveillance. And the video footage can be transferred to the data centers and operational centers seamlessly and more efficiently. And the secured connection, of course, provides you with a protected intellectual property. The connected sensors in this environment will help to send real-time alerts, and such that we can even enable the preventive maintenance. And the downtime will be, of course, reduced, and the repair and the resolution will be fast-tracked. I hope all these use cases have brought life to you what 5G is capable of. So, how will 5G really benefit your organization, and how do we prepare for it? 5G is global. It's a global service innovation. And of course, it delivers the huge technology advancements, as I mentioned in the previous slides. With the high bandwidth and high speed, it provides multiple ways that you can connect to the customers, and thus deepen the customer engagements. And in many surveys, our employees feedback to us more often than not that remote and flexible working is the upcoming trend. And you can see the VR and AR delivered by 5G will enable that kind of flexible and remote working. 5G will promote the new services and the products, and thus helping you to increase the revenue and possibly attract new business and clients. Optus understands that many of our business partners are under the extreme pressure of the cost. We need to help to deliver a better process and system efficiency. And thus, we will be able to reduce the cost and to provide the cost certainty. Optus is, of course, already on the way to deploy the 5G today. As I mentioned, in January, we launched the first FWA service commercially in Australia. And as you saw in the video, we are supporting the smartphones and the multiple devices as well on our 5G network. We will roll out 1,200 sites across the nation by the March 2020. We are expanding the 5G footprint. But as we are building more sites and upgrading more sites, some of the areas are still served by the underlying 4G networks today. And we are also providing the superior experience on our 4G. And these two networks will work hand in hand and provide the seamless experience. The year of 2019 and 2020 will really be the commercialization of 5G. As you saw in the MWC announcements, many of the devices will be made available beyond just the smartphones and the FWA CPEs. So, we are ready for 5G from Optus. How will your organization and business benefit from there and prepare for the 5G? First, research the suitable use cases that can leverage on the 5G capability and to meet your business strategy. Is it going to be the high bandwidth, the high speed? Is it going to be the low latency and the ultra reliable connection? Or is it going to be the AI and data analytics-based platforms? And secondly, work and partner with us, with Optus, to tailor a solution to meet your business needs. And third, funding. Funding is very, very important, and we can help you to work out what allocations is needed for network preparations to deliver that business case. And then we can implement 5G into the business solutions and give you the network slice that is going to secure and deliver that need and your business solutions. So understanding the security and accessibility to this 5G bandwidth and the 5G system is very critical. And finally, now you can prepare all your working devices to be equipped with a 5G chipset so that you can log on to the 5G network And together, then we can fully harness the power of 5G. I hope you have seen a lot of the good use cases and examples, and more importantly is the power and the potential of 5G today. And to end my presentation, I would like to show you a video of a world connected and empowered by 5G. And please enjoy the video, and thanks for listening to this talk today. I hope you will enjoy the Cisco Live event. Thank you. Thank you very much.